John Cruz, professional bass angler here, and I've teamed up with Cash and Rods to design very technique-specific rods for the applications that I use the most out on tour. And Cash and Rods has got a fantastic lineup of rods of all price ranges, but I wanted very specific actions, very specific lengths, and some of them are very specific with counterbalance weight. So what we did is we have a whole lineup, starting with the punch rod. This is a 7-foot 11-inch heavy action rod made for throwing big weights, punching it on braid in heavy cover, and it's got a 4-ounce weight in the butt piece. So when you hold that rod, the tip just stays up by itself. Very easy to fish with all day. Also, we have the deep crankbait rod. I love fishing a deep crankbait. 7-foot 11-inch parabolic medium heavy action made for throwing big crankbaits like this right here. Just an absolute money rig right there. And then we've got the Worman Rod. This is a swing head, any type of football type head, anything that you're throwing out there and fishing slow with your rod tip up. Also counterbalance, so when you hold that rod right there in your fingertips, you can see the rod stays balanced in your hand. And then we've got the square bill crankbait rod. Square bills are something that are very particular for me to get the action right. This is a medium heavy action, but again, very parabolic so that the fish don't tear these treble hooks out of their mouth as you're reeling them in, but it's still got enough power to where you can make accurate casts with bigger, more bulbous, heavier, shallow running crankbaits. And then we got one of my favorites, the frog rod, 7-foot action. Does not have the micro guides. It's got the next size up, so when you're fishing around a lot of that slop, it's coming in on your braid. It's not going to clog up your guides. A very powerful rod. It's got a soft butt piece right here, so when you're jacking those big hook sets, it's not going to put a big bruise on your side. And then this might be my absolute favorite. This is the drop shot rod. It's a 7-foot 4-inch. A little bit longer spinning rod than most people drop shot with, but once you go to that longer action, real soft tip, absolute money. The other signature piece is the little drop shot weight holder right there at the bottom of the rod. We designed that, came up with it, and it really holds the weight there perfect to where you don't have to have your weight flopping around in the boat as you're going down the lake. And then the final micro jig rod, 7-foot 1-inch, medium heavy action right here. It's also good for shaky heads and other applications, but just absolutely perfect for the micro jig. And that completes the whole John Cruz lineup of rods designed specifically for these techniques to help you have an American-made rod put in your hands. The Cash and Rods have proven design from proven technology. That's only Cash and Rods.